Okay, welcome back. In this part of the tutorial, we are done with the shape of the dice. We are going to do UV mapping and then we are going to design a texture. So the texture that we are going to design should be like this. So we are going to divide the faces of the cube like this T shape, and we're going to map this texture on the cube. So the first thing that we need to do in this tutorial, we need to actually create this T shape on our cube. But before doing that, because this is the next stage, so we need to save the file. So I save everything that I've done so far, and then we need to save as, because I'm gonna add another version to this one because this is the next step. So press plus for the version 2 and save as blended file. So now if I check my folder, I have version 1 and now I'm working on version 2. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, we need to change the object mode to edit mode and then press A on your keyboard to deselect everything. Now we need to select some edges to make that T shape. How we can do that? Well, first we need to select edge selection and then press Alt on your keyboard. While you're pressing Alt, right click on this edge. Now you have that edge selected. I just zoom in. Okay, now Shift Alt while you're pressing both of them. Right click on this one here. I am pressing Shift and Alt on the keyboard and right clicking on the edges that I need. Perfect, that's it. Now we need to unwrap. How we can do that? If you see here, in this tool menu, we have this tab which is called shading and UVs. So click on that. Like in UV section, we have unwrap. So select unwrap from there, and then we need to make these edges as the same. So make seam. You can see the color is changed, and you can see like this red line. Okay, now I want to show you the UV. The best thing to do is to divide your workplace to different sections and press T because we don't need that tools anymore. In here, and I want to change the editor type to UV image editor, and then in here I need to select face selection, so select that one, press A to select all the faces and press U for getting the UV options and the UV mapping options, and then from there unwrap, and then you get this T shape. Okay, now like what you do when you are designing a 3D model, press R for rotation. Not there, here. Press R for rotation, and I'm going to rotate that one 90 degrees, so 90 on your keyboard, and when you are happy with the result, press enter. I want to rescale it. I want to make it smaller because this area, this light gray area, is the aspect ratio that we're going to use for our UV mapping. Okay, now we need to save this UV as an image file, and then we need to open up that one in any graphic design software that you have. You can simply use Paint if you are working on a Windows. I'm working with Map, so I'm going to use that markup software, which is free on Apple devices. So for saving this one as UV layout, so if you click on this UVs here, we have this export UV layout, and it's important to keep the UV layout in the same folder. So I want to change, as you can see, the format is changed, and this time the format is PNG instead of blend. So change this one to dice map and export UV layout. Now if I go and check my folder, I can see that the ice map is ready for me. So open up that one. This is my ice map. But before doing that, let's just in case save everything in Blender. Okay, go back to our image. So this is transparent. Obviously, because the format is PNG, this is transparent. You can see the transparency if you use a better graphic software like Photoshop. You can see the transparency there, but if you use Paint or markup tool on Mac, you won't be able to see like transparency, but it is transparent. So very easy here. I want to use this box and I want to change the color. I want to grab this maybe reddish color, and I don't need border, so I change the border to the same color, and I cover up the whole area. For me, doing this is easier. For you, you might use different techniques. And then I need one for this bottom part. So before doing that, I want to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I will delete those at the end, but at the moment I just wanted to have those areas selected because I'm going to put numbers on it, like I'm going to put circles to make it like a real dice. Just want to zoom in a little bit to make sure that I covered everywhere perfectly. Okay. Okay, now very easy. This time I use circle shape. I change the color to black. Okay, I just want to delete that one. I accidentally make a dot in there. Okay, now first one there, and then I just want to copy and paste this one. I think that's faster. I need 3 here. And I need 4 there. So okay, so the next one is going to be 5. So I just want to select all of them. Right there. I need 1 in the middle to make it 5. Okay, so the next one is going to be 6. So I grab I just want to move this one right there, and then the last one is going to be 2. Just grab these two, it's easier. Okay, perfect. Now save this file, save. And now if I go back to Blender, well, we don't need this window anymore. So just make it smaller. I make this one bigger. Okay, and here I want to change the view port to material. I need to add one material first. So we have this material selected. I'll just change the color to maybe a reddish color like this, maybe a little bit darker, like that. And then when I have that one on my cube, and that is assigned to the cube, now I can use this texture. So we can see we have different textures, and one of them, and each of them is actually is for this cube. So I select the first one, press new, and then the type of the texture that we are going to use obviously is image, because that's a PNG file, and that is what we've designed. So image or movie should be. And then from here you can open that, because you save that one in the same folder, so very easy, you have access to that one. So double click on that, and then you can see like this, like a tile shape. It should be fine, you should be able to see that, but make sure that you are in UV. And now if I go to render, and if I render the file, beautiful, I can see that UV wrapped on my cube. So just save this one, file save everything to be just in case. And the next thing that you need to do, you need to just add a little bit of lighting, and take a beauty shot of it. And rendering the file, you should show me the rendered version of the file as well. You need to change the camera, you need to do a lighting, and we have 2 tutorials for lighting and for setting up the camera for the previous modeling, which was a chair. So you can use those 2 tutorials to make this to take a beauty shot of this dice. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.